Hey, what's going on, anyone? I'm Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, and today I'm here to bring you guys some more E3 2014 related news and coverage. And today I just got done, actually about a few minutes ago I should say, I just got done watching Sony's E3's press conference, and holy crap, honestly, they just wiped the floor with E3, alright? Fanboy side, they wiped the floor. Why? Well, comparing it to Microsoft's press conference, just do a quick recap. Microsoft showed a lot of third-party games. They talked about early DLC content, which was the main highlight for their conference, and they showed a small portion of exclusives. While over here on Sony's side, they've just been pumping exclusives after exclusives and more exclusive. Talked about some new updates coming to the hardware, some items coming over, and they also showed a small portion of third parties, believe it or not. Yeah, just a small, I think it was like under 5 third-party titles Sony showed, but above 8 exclusives, so pretty impressive. Now, I do have a list going in order from start to finish for Sony's press conference. So basically what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go down the list. I'm just going to give a brief description about each portion as a quick recap if you happen to miss Sony's E3 press conference, or if you weren't able to watch it and didn't want to wait for someone to upload the press conference to online or something like that. Okay, so the very first thing that Sony started off with was showing off the Destiny. We saw a little bit of gameplay, but it was basically one big old trailer montage, which looks pretty interesting. The thing that they announced with Destiny is exclusive beta access, meaning that PlayStation owners are going to get beta access first for Destiny starting on July 17th. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I know I am. The second thing which was talked about was shortly after Destiny was the announcement of a white PlayStation 4. That's right, we're getting some colors now for the Sony PS4. And now basically what it is that it's a Destiny bundle. So you're going to get Destiny the game. They didn't say if it was they didn't say if it was a physical or digital title, but we do know is that the PS4 is going to be 500 gigabytes, just like the standard model, but it's going to be in colored white, and you're going to have a white DualShock 4 controller to match your system. So that is pretty cool. In terms of price, they didn't mention a price, but I'm pretty sure we could make a guess, like 460, 450, somewhere around there. So there's that. There's another game which they announced, which came out actually today. It's a cross-buy platform, which is for the PS4, the Vita, and I think also the PlayStation 3, but don't quote me on the last one. And the game is called Entwinded. I can't even read my own writing. It's something like that. Check the PlayStation Store to see if there's any new games that were added that you didn't notice there before. It seems like an interesting game. I'm probably going to check it out tomorrow, and yeah, go from there. I mean, it's only $10, and the fact that it's a cross-buy, meaning that you get it for the PS4, the Vita, and maybe the PS3, but like I said, don't know about the last one. So yeah, $10. You know, it's not going to hurt to give the game a shot. But the videos did make it seem to look interesting. The next thing that was talked about was a DLC for Infamous Second Son, known as Infamous First Light, which is going to be released in August of this year. And yeah, this looked really, really cool. I don't want to go into too much detail because I may talk about it in a later video. But one of the things they did mention is that you do not need to own Infamous Second Son, the actual main game. If you guys recall with Assassin's Creed Black Flag, how when they released the one DLC with Autoween, where basically you could purchase the DLC and play the DLC without owning the main game, they're doing something like this with the Infamous Second Son, which is pretty cool. The next thing that was shown was another exclusive known as Little Big Planet 3. Oh yeah, Little Big Planet 3 is making a return. So we're going to see Sackboy in this game, and they introduced a lot of new Sack characters. Each one has their own unique abilities. They showed a little bit of a gameplay demo, and it was really enjoyable to watch. I mean, who doesn't like Little Big Planet, right? Next up was a new IP called Bloodborne. We don't know much information about this because they just showed a little kind of a teaser trailer. Next up is Far Cry 4. Obviously, Far Cry 4 is a third-party title, but the exclusive here is that, as we know, the game does feature 2-player cooperative play. The exclusive that is only available as an offer for the PlayStation users is that if you happen to buy Far Cry 4 for the PS4, you could actually invite one of your friends over to play with you as an online, meaning that your friend, he does not need to own the game. You could just simply send him an invite and he could join your game without ever owning a copy of Far Cry 4. So in terms of how's that going to work out, I don't know, but that's actually pretty cool. So basically, if you know someone who has the game, you could basically play Far Cry 4 without ever spending a dime on it, and you could enjoy it together. So yeah, pretty cool stuff there. They showed a interesting trailer for Dead Island 2. We didn't see much of gameplay. It was just a guy pretty much jogging as he's slowly turning into a zombie, and then some other things have happened, which got a little humor out of it. They did show a trailer for The Last of Us PS4 edition, which looks great, by the way. And if you have not played The Last of Us, but you do own a PS4, you should get it. When it comes out, buy it. You're doing yourself a favor, which is also a Sony exclusive. They mentioned Diablo 3 coming to the PS4, which we already knew about, which is third party. Another third party game is Disney's Infinity 2.0, but the exclusive here is that they're going to be releasing a collector's edition only available to Sony users, and it's basically a collector's edition where it includes the Avengers and a collector set, so which is pretty awesome. So you have the Hulk, you have Hawkeye, you have all the Avenger characters in a collector set for Disney's Infinity 2.0 available for the PS4, and I think it's also for the PS3. But yeah, I'm losing my words here. Just so much information, guys. All right, doing my best here. They also showed, funny trailer for Magia II, which is a third-party title. There's another exclusive called Grim Fandango. Yeah, Grim Fandango. Not too much information about the game. We just saw a little bit of a snip gameplay. The next exclusive which they shown was, I can't even read my writing. Let It Die, my bad. Yeah, Let It Die was another exclusive which was shown. Not too much information about the game, but it is a PS4 exclusive. Another exclusive which is by the makers of, what was the name? Journey. Yeah, if you play Journey or Flowers or any of those artistic games, they're working on another title. This one's a completely new called Giant Squid, which is also a PlayStation 4 exclusive. I was hoping to hear a Journey 2, but apparently that didn't happen, so I'm a bit bummed out. But yeah, Giant Squid looks pretty cool. It still has that really lovely artistic feel to it, so it's going to be a really good one to check out. Next up, they mentioned a little bit of their VR headset and the PlayStation camera, how they have some new features coming to it, and they have this awesome headset which is going to be able to be demoed at E3. So if you're like me and who's not currently there, then unfortunately we won't be able to get to test it, but they had some demos for people to try out. So it wasn't really too much information about it or price or when it's coming out, but they did talk just a little bit of their VR gaming headset. I already mentioned the PlayStation Eye. Next they talked a little bit about the free-to-play games, and he made it clear that free means free to play. And what that means is that if you are not a PlayStation Plus subscriber and they release a free game which has multiplayer online, you do not need to have PlayStation Plus to download the game or even to go online to play that select title. So if it's free on the PlayStation Network, it is free. You don't need to be a Plus member, and you could go online with that title. So yeah, they were just clarifying that people are clear that free is free. So yeah. Next up, they talked about YouTube is coming to the PlayStation 4, and there will be ability for you to upload videos directly to your YouTube account on your PlayStation 4 system. So nice features there. So the people who don't happen to have a good enough PC or whatever or camera to edit with, in terms of like program wise, then basically you could record your footage on the PlayStation 4. You could go to the Share Factory editing program, put your videos together, then you could upload it to your YouTube account. So yeah, basically the PS4 is now a gaming system. You have a PVR system, entertainments, and of course a video editing tool. So yeah, it's a lot of features there. They talked a little bit about PlayStation Now, and they stated that PlayStation Now will be available for people to test out publicly, I should say, on July 31st. And they mentioned that there's people who don't happen to own a Sony console system, and they're going to be having an offer where if you get a Sony TV, I think it's specific ones though, you may have to look up information about that. But specific Sony TVs, basically there's going to have a service for PlayStation Now where all you need is a PlayStation DualShock controller, and you could pretty much play any PlayStation game as long as you're doing the offer. I'm not sure what the offers are. They didn't really mention price and availability, but they did mention that there's going to be over 100 titles available once PlayStation Now launches. Next up, they talked about Minecraft for the PlayStation Vita. They didn't show any gameplay, but they did state that Minecraft on the Vita is going to be the full console experience and does feature 2-player cooperative play. Next up is the PlayStation TV, which was released last year in Japan, and they talked about a little bit about this time. They talked about how it's going to be useful with the PS4, how you could play some Vita games, not all, just some Vita games with it, but it's going to be available here in the US here pretty soon for the price of $100, and they also have a bundle deal where you're going to get Lego the Movie video game, an 8 gig memory card, a DualShock controller, and the system, plus an HDMI cable for the price of $139. So not too bad of a deal. And then let's see, they also show gameplay for Mortal Kombat X. If you guys recall the Mortal Kombat X trailer, we were trying to pretty much, I'm not sure if you guys were in the same subject, but we were basically like, is that gameplay? Is that CGI? I mean, what? And we saw the actual gameplay in Sony's press conference, and I gotta say, it was pretty close. The CGI is, well, basically the one trailer is CGI, but the gameplay was pretty close in terms of how it looks. It looks pretty much identical to it, so I was pretty pleased about that. And they also announced, I didn't really get too much information about this because this is the time I basically took a restroom break. But when I got back, they just got done talking about something called Powers, and it's like a TV show. If you're a PlayStation Plus subscribers, you're going to get all the episodes for free. And then if you're a non-PlayStation Plus user, you get to download the first episode for free and then pay for the rest if you choose to do so. So, alright, so on the final page, I know this is a long video, but Sony did come out big this time in E3. Anyways, we got a little bit of a trailer for the Ratchet and Clank movie, which will be releasing in 2015. And I gotta say, excited for the movie, and the character concept and the animation looks pretty spot on. As they stated, they already showed The Last of Us for the PlayStation 4. Pretty sweet. We got a trailer for Metal Gear Solid 5. I know some of you may have noticed on my channel that my Metal Gear Solid video was removed. I'm not sure why, but the reason for that is because apparently the company was going around claiming videos, but you know, when I did my Metal Gear Solid 5 video, I was not showing like the gameplay trailers or anything like that. I was showing screenshots which were really released. See, I'm losing words here. I'm thirsty. Which were released publicly. All right, 3 screenshots, and people were going around claiming the videos and stuff like that. So I took mine down to not risk copyright, even though I'm not infringing any copyrights claims there. But we did see a trailer for it. We did not get any type of release dates, so yeah, we just have to wait for that one. They also showed a trailer for Grand Theft Auto 5, which is going to be coming out this year for the PS4 and of course Xbox. And they did mention that for Grand Theft Auto 5, you're able to transfer your characters from the Xbox. Yeah, they even mentioned Xbox in here, and the PlayStation, and transferred over to the next gen version. In this case, that's now current gen. And the last 2 things, they ended it pretty big. They show the third-party title known as Batman Arkham Knight, but the exclusive for the PlayStation 4 is that you're going to get special Scarecrow missions, which are going to be pretty interesting to check out. We did see how Scarecrow looks in this one. I was like, man, he looks messed up, but he looks cool at the same time. And last but not least, they showed off a CGI trailer for Uncharted 4. So unfortunately, no gameplay related stuff here, but they did show us CGI. Uncharted 4, it's happening, and it's going to be releasing in 2015. Oh man, I'm exhausted talking. So that basically is your Sony recap of everything that has happened. Some of these games which I mentioned throughout this video, I'm going to make a separate video just pretty much discussing whatever game during that subject. So I'm probably going to do a video talking about Far Cry 4. I got some things to say about it, which I'm happy with. I already talked about the Order 1886. What else do I want to talk about? You guys are familiar with Mortal Kombat. I'll probably talk about Little Big Planets and maybe a couple other games as well. But anyways, what did you guys think? Did you guys watch Sony's press conference? Did you guys like it? Feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. Anyways, I'm Sir James from Gamerfuzion. Don't forget to stay tuned to my channel for all your E3 coverage and news related items. And always remember guys, Gamerfuzion empowers your gaming.